Hey everybody, how you doing? Spirit's been wanting me to talk about this ego revolution that he's had with me for the last couple months. I tell a lot of clients about this, and people can agree, people can disagree, but I just know what flows from Spirit and what he has told me about what happens to a human before they're born when they're in their mom, and also what happens for the first 13, 14 years of their life. The ego inside of your mind records everything that happens to you for 13 or 14 years. He tells me this because of the reaction of people as they grow up, as they mature, and what they live with after they're grown up. Ego records energy, positive or negative. It records what you're told from your parents, from other people, be that positive or negative. It records everything that is said to you, what is said around you, what is said to you, what is said to other people. And that's where the energy aspect comes in. It really pays attention and records everything that can possibly happen around you, positive or negative. And then what happens as you mature, it stops the recording. And as you mature for that last 6, 8, 9, 12 months, and all of a sudden you've started to grow up, it turns that tape recorder on and it runs that tape 24 hours a day in your mind. Have you ever heard or have you had it said to you, my gosh, I don't know who that child is. Once they grew up, I don't know who they are. And many parents don't get it. They don't get the fact that at 14, 15, 16 years old, their daughter or their son are exactly acting the way that they perceived their first 12 or 13 years to be. They're reacting off energy. All ego is doing is replaying every bit of negative normally. Every negative energy, every negative saying, every negative anything to get that little human, to get that 14 or 15-year-old child to not step outside the box, to learn to listen to their ego, which is a totally destructive thing in every human being's life. Ego is not your friend. It will never be your friend. It is not supposed to be your friend. It's a mechanism, an instinct from back when we were worried about being eaten by the saber-toothed tiger. Nowadays, it is nothing but a hindrance to you actually moving forward. You actually understanding who and what your life is supposed to be. I talk to people every week about this exact subject. And it is amazing when people get it and they go, oh my gosh, that voice in my head is ego. It's not who I thought it was. It's not positive. It's always negative. I always wondered why it never wanted me to do anything. Why it never allowed me to do anything, because I was listening to the voice inside of my head, inside of myself, or I was talking to myself. That is crazy. That is not true. That is ego trying to keep you inside the box. It's trying to keep you inside the box. It is trying to protect you. But those are 2,000 years ago. Today, we use so much more of our brains than we did back then, and we're smarter. But we don't have to worry about the other instincts of shelter, food, protection. Usually that safety is around us as we start to grow in this society. So every time that you hear that negative voice in your mind and you think that it's spirit or you think that it is positive, I want you to question it. I want you to say, wait, should I reach out to somebody? Should I say what I'm thinking or should I keep my mouth shut? Should I react in this way because it seems kind of weird, kind of negative, or should I stop and think about the positive way to react? Many, many times people's reaction to anything, positive or negative, is because of what they learned in the first 13 years of their life, what their ego recorded, what their pattern is. And it is extremely important that everybody try to control their ego and question it. It took me years to be able to do that. And still to this day, I struggle. And because I'm human. Everybody is going to struggle with that. But it gets less and less as time goes on. So I want everybody to question. Listen, question, ask questions out loud. Talk to your spirit guides and guardian angels. Let them know that you are ready. Let them know that it's time for them to help you move forward. It's time for them to help you become the person you're supposed to become this lifetime. Because it is so very, very important, and you can never start too early and you can never start too late. Most of the people that I talk to every day are people that are in their 40s and 50s. And that's because they're looking for some sort of guidance on how do I fix myself? How do I pay attention to spirit? They've connected to me through my videos, through readings, through other people. And that's fantastic that they've come to me for guidance and understanding. And I'm willing to give that to them because it comes directly from spirit. Absolutely pay attention. Pay attention, understand that the voice in your head, until you control it, is not doing you any good. Try to question, try to stay on the positive side.